What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. So in this video, I want to talk about the biggest trick that narcissists use to finesse you out of money. And if you don't pay attention to how fast they try to pull one over on you, you will be gave up so much money so quickly, and it will be so difficult to get your money back. Whether you're in a relationship with a narcissist or it's a friendship, we kind of pick up on their patterns of behavior. And they are the worst at managing money. They are the worst at financing. They are just very irresponsible creatures. And so, if they don't care about their own money, they're not going to care about yours. Narcissists are bums. And they will use anything. They will come up with anything to try to get money out of you. But one of the biggest things they do to finesse you out of money is just to make it sound like that they are in such desperate need, and they need it at the moment. They gonna come to you with the, putting on this act of emergency. They're gonna really try to convince you that it's important you act fast. I need the money like right now, because if I don't get it right now. And another thing they do is make you think that it's something in it for the both of you. If I get this, if you help me with this, I'll be able to give you a big cut and stuff like that. They sell you a dream. They know you're gonna buy it. On top of that, they know they can use you. They know they can come to you for it. That's why they come to you for the money. Because they know your heart. They know that you will give them the shirt off your back. They know that you will give them your last. And narcissists are so cruel that they will even accept your last. Very seldom a narcissist will, turn you down. But when they do that, they do it because they know that you're going to pretty much insist that they take it. And once you insist, and then they'll take it. They'll take you up on an offer just to later on throw it in your face that, where you told me to go ahead and do it, once you find out who they really are. But again, narcissists have a pattern of just not being responsible. They're not good with money. They borrow, what they call it, borrow from Peter to pay Paul. That's how they live. It's just the same old cycle of, just the same old, with the same thing they do with the supply. It's the same thing they do with people who they borrow money from or who they get money from. Now, if they pay you back, it's because you're constantly coming after them for the money. Because the narco I worked with, when I loaned her money, I loaned it to her on top of money. And when it come to the time where I was really expecting her to pay me back when she had promised, like I loaned you money 3 times in a row. So that third time I was expecting you to give me the lump sum back. And she acted complete donkey when I told her that I needed back, because she said, I know I said that I would pay you back, but I still got things to take care of. And so I was like, well, no, I really need it back. And she didn't respond. So she waited a while. And she said that I would send my daughter over there to your house to drop it off for you. Then when her daughter brought me the money, she texted and said she put it in your mailbox. And she was just so dry about it. I don't care, because it was my money. I shouldn't even have to ask for it back. And when I got back to work, that's when she started with the silent treatment, the discard or whatever. I don't care. And so, well, then I cared because I didn't know what was going on. So I was like, I got the silent treatment for nothing. And some days went by, it was still going on. I text her. And it's like I found myself just kind of begging her to understand that I didn't mean to rush her to give me the money back. I just needed it. And it's like that's the type of effect they have on you when they give you this silent treatment. They make you think that you're guilty for expecting something back, as you should, because they didn't keep their promise. They didn't keep their end of the bargain. And so now they want to punish you because you were expecting them to. So again, that's one of the biggest tricks that narcissists use to finesse you out of money, is to make it sound so urgent. And they string you along and make you believe, the bigger the loan is or whatever, or the bigger the favor is, the more you're going to get from it whenever the big payback comes through. And it never happens. I also remember a time when she was like, I'm about to get a whole new, I'm about to furnish my whole house, my dining room, and get a new washer and dryer. At the time, I didn't have a washer and dryer. I used to go to the laundromat. And she was like, you don't have to do that much longer, sister, which I hated. That later on, after I cut off and everything, I just hated just to hear that sister, because it was all a lie, like a fake term of endearment that narcissists use to make you feel, make you feel all good and everything, like they really and truly see you that way. But it was just a word spell. And I talked about that in another video. They use spells. That's another way that they trick you into believing, that you should take them up on an offer for something, because they call you all these little nice, sweet little names and stuff to just kind of suck you in. So yeah, and when she was like, I'll let you get the washer and dryer, it's practically brand new. Well, if it's practically brand new, why are you getting a brand new set? And it just was something that always crossed my mind. So, I continued to go to the washerman, and she would keep saying it to me like she needed me to just, just be stuck on the idea that someday I'm going to get a new washer and dryer free of charge. It never happened because, of course, I ended up cutting her off. And when she got the new washer and dryer, she had new supply to come and stay with her just so they can pay all her bills because she never had any money to pay her own bills. That's why she always had people staying with her because they were pretty much like taking care of her. And she would talk about these people like a dog. And it's like when you would see the people when you first met them, because I knew who was staying with her, you would see these people in a whole different form than what they were later on down the line when she kicked them out. And she kicked them out because they weren't giving her money on top of paying the bill. Where if they're paying all the bills, why do they have to pay you rent as well? When you inherited an old rundown house just to be big at it, to keep from paying rent in a nice house that you once were renting out of, you just completely just gave that up to live up in a house that was run down, that needs a lot of work, that's caving in, just to say you have something. They are very, irresponsible. They don't want responsibilities. They don't feel like it applies to them. They feel like everything should be given freely to them. And so these people, she just promised them so much. You can stay with me and just save your money and just help me probably pay the water bill or something. Well, these people were drained at the fact that how am I ever going to save money if I'm giving you my all? And that was the complaint. But of course, she never told the whole story. She just only told half of it to make her look good, to make it seem like, well, I was helping them out. And I just got to the point where they were just complaining so much like, look, y'all can get y'all stuff and go. And then I ended up finding out the truth. So the narcissist can only keep up with the story for so long because the truth will come out. The truth always comes to light. So just be careful when you're dealing with a narc. Well, I know you don't always know that the narcissist is trying to pull a fast one on you, but just look out for the signs of the fast talking, the urgency, and, it's something in, they got something in coming for you. They're including you in whatever they're going to get out of it. It's a big reward coming your way if you help them out. That's how they finesse you out of money. Another thing she did was she completely edited the thread of text messages she was receiving from someone who she had been borrowing money from, on top of money. And I know she edited the messages because it just seemed like the person was just practically begging for money. That's the way she set it up for me to believe before she showed me the messages. And she wanted to show me the phone real quick and take it away. But no, I read between the lines really well in messages. And I could tell that the person was begging for their money back, not asking her to borrow money. But that's what she wanted me to believe. That's why I say everything the narcissist has ever told you, you have to, you just got to flip the script. You got to turn the story around because it's the complete lie that they have been telling you for so long. That's the furthest thing from the truth. If anything, people are asking for money back. Loan sharks are after her from years down the line. That's why she constantly changed her number. Narcissists, they don't keep the same number for a long period of time. They change their number, change contacts, change informations. They are very discreet, some of them, on social media because they don't want to be found. But they still, they want to have that social media account so they can lurk and prey on other people. But they don't want to be found out about. That's why a lot of time they don't have a profile picture because they just want to peek in on you and know what's going on with you, but they want to remain private. And so, yeah, that's how they track people down. That's how they prey on people and everything. That's how they find a supply. And another thing is, again, they're also hiding from people who they owe. They owe a lot of people. It may not seem like that, but if you knew the narcissist track record, it will make your head fall off because it's just too much. It's just way too much to keep up with when it comes to a narc. They have so much in the closet that will fall out on you and bury you if you find out everything that's going on with the narc. Because they are very, very discreet at keeping all of their dirt, hidden. And they know how to pretend to be this person, who they want you to think they are. And they're good at doing it for a long time. Because we don't even be thinking about that. We never think that this person is just no good. We're not thinking like that. Especially somebody, the narcissists know who you are. They know how you are. They know how you're going to react and respond to them. And so they know they can use you for bait. So yeah, we just have to be careful when people are trying so hard to get something out of us. And they're not letting you get a word in. It's just like, it's so important that we do this fast. We need to move on this really fast. And so it's just things like that we have to pay attention to. But That's all I want to talk about in this video. Leave your comments down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.